Hello guys, Chicago here and to another video, and today I'm reviewing the first movie of today, and it's the It miniseries. So I split it up. So luckily I only done 4 pages on it because I did try and skip like some of the filler content, like the story building and that. I know I usually don't do that, but this is a 3-hour and 12-minute movie. I think you guys can accept it. So yeah, as you know, it's 3 hours and 12 minutes. It's a drama and thriller film, and it's 1990, came out in 1999. We get the photo book intro. We get the first part of the miniseries. A girl gets killed by Pennywise off screen. Mike appears and finds a picture of Georgie. We hear Mike narrating while calling the losers. The losers consist of Bill, Eddie, Ben, Beverly, Stan, and Richie, and obviously Mike. But he comes a bit later. But he's still in Derry, so I remember him. Bill is in England. He's the only one I collect the locations for. He writes a book and we see his wife. We see the losers after fighting it for the first time, say the promise, obviously. Then we get a flashback to Bill Sutter's return, and we get a flashback to Georgie when he gets his arm bitten off and dragged down the sewer by Pennywise. Then we hear Ben's trouble with bullies because he's the next one he needs to catch up with. Then we see him write the poem, obviously the Winter Fire poem, but the cousin takes it, but Ben fights for it. Next is Richie. No, I believe it's Richie. No, it's Beverly. Beverly gets abused by boyfriend, but she fights back and runs off. We then get the sink. We get the sink scene at that point where she starts getting dragged in the sink and blood just right in her face, right? Then we get Richie. Richie and Stan make it to the Barons and joins the rest of them, and he calls Eddie Spaghetti, is Richie's name for Eddie. We start to build the dam and it causes Cop to tell them to break it down because it's causing issues to the sewer. Next is Eddie leaving his mum's house for the first time. The loser Richie tips coke on the Bowers gang. Next is Richie. Wait, what? Huh? I've confused myself. Then finally we get the we get the banana hills joke. Mike flashback to when Bowers called him the N-word and tried to mug him, but Mike fought back, and then we get the apocalyptic rock fight from the book. The losers join with Mike, and Ben tackles Bowers and starts punching him in the face and all that. Then look at picture album, and the album starts to go crazy as a picture, black and white, starts to move. Pennywise then threatens them because he knows the losers ain't that scared of him. No, I mean they are scared of him, so I read that wrong. And it becomes coloured and he goes, "I'll kill you all. You're from here, you know it, bro." Then Stan sees himself reduced to Pennywise. Stan cuts himself and writes it on the wall because he died. That's the end of part 1. And part 2 cuts the end of that. Bill sees 7 graves and one of them is filled with Stans, obviously. Richie sees the Paramount Bento is closed. It leaves an RIP for Richie, so it says RIP Richie Tozer whenever he's born to whenever he dies, which was that year. Then we get the library balloon scene, one of the more famous scenes in this one, along with the Georgie scene, the one where he eats him to go into a funeral. Then we get the library balloon blood scene where all the balloons come down and burst with blood filled. Then we get the Mrs. Marsh dad scene where she picks up a glass that Beverly dropped because it's blood. In the book it's sewer, it's sewage water. It's basically shit and piss water, basically. But in this one it's blood, and they pick up all the pieces. She picks up all the pieces and looks up, and it's got Beverly's dad's face on. Then we get the fortune cookies of horror, and we catch up with Pennywise and talks to Bowers and kills Coombs when Pennywise turns into a Doberman. Also uses Belch body under the bed. And then the fridge with Stan's head, and the Bowers attacks Mike and stabs him, but Eddie fights him and he dies. I don't remember how exactly. I just get that part. The rest of the losers enter the Barons. They defeat Spider and save Bill's wife, but Eddie gets stabbed and bleeds out and dies by the Spider at the end. The film ends with all of them getting happy ever afters. Ben heading off with Beverly, Bill taking his wife on the bike back, Mike in the hospital, and Richie starts his acting career. But the film ends with Pennywise going, ha 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 ha. So what I'm thinking of doing is I'm going to pick the first movie of tomorrow, and then the second movie of tomorrow, and I'm about to go into the second movie. I'm going to put them up here, and then we're going to open them on Jeepers Creepers. Let's go. See what movie we have the pleasure of watching. I've got my piece of paper. Yes. So I'm going to show you it now. Oh, yay! Right. The film we got is You're Next. You're Next is first. Bye bye. Oh, I also give the film a 6.5 out of 10. The spider scenes were shit, in my opinion. It was dated, but it was just drawn out. But I really do like the telling. They got time to tell more stuff in this long period. But yeah, I gave it a stunning 6.5 out of 10. Bye bye.